Custom here. I would like to introduce you to a new type of content I'm gonna try out on the channel, which is pretty simple, really. It's just me fucking around with editing and stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to talk while I'm in the third person because I've already done the recording. Well, you'll see the speed up version if I was doing the recording, the talking while it was still happening. You would hear a very squeaky boy talking in a extremely speed up voice. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this kind of content because I've noticed that it's easier to do, and I already know what happened. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. There's gonna be two fragments. This game is the one I've lost, and there's a game which I've won. This one is sped up to around 500% just so it takes less time because it took around 28 minutes, somewhere around those somewhere around that time, which it was quite crazy. But yeah, the other one took a bit longer, around I believe 50 or 60. And that one was more interesting ones, which you will see it soon enough. A few other things before I start. As much as I didn't redo it lately, I do hope if you like the content, or at least would love to support me, please like the video or even subscribe to the channel. I am a pretty much introverted person, so it's really hard for me to ask those kind of things, but if you could, I would really enjoy it. It helps a lot. And, if you don't, that's fine. You can always unsub or just not do it. Anyways, back to the content up here. You could see that I tried to push to the fact that the enemies were pretty much at my gates. I've completely failed at it. You will see it in a second. You could see that they tried to push me and they very much succeeded. Here I've lost all my troops, and I did take out their port, but it didn't matter because they did the same thing with me. I was planning to build some barracks to stop them from destroying me, but I was too busy taking care of my destroyers, my gunboats, to try to kill them. Failed, sadly. You can see here that I've left one of my gunboats to defend the seaport. Here I built the barracks, and I lost the port pretty quickly. He would soon build a port in my own territory to build some ships. Here I tried to transport my transport ship through the middle of the channel, sadly lost quite quickly. And yeah, at this point I wanted to really very much give up, so I just played for time. Here you could see I overwhelmed them with just spamming troops, heavy troopers, which they don't cost much, so it was pretty easy for me with no eco to build them up. Everywhere else, red and purple were tagging out on their own territories. Here I finish up what's left, what remains of their foothold. My power plant survives with like 1 HP, which is quite crazy. And here you can see I tried to build some eco, but I just looked at my island and understood that I've lost it forever and there's nothing I can really do about it. On the other side, purple has lost his own island to black, just naval invading him. Here you could see the ships are still fighting. I still have my gunboats because they couldn't rebuild their shipyard. And here I just destroyed all of their oil because I could. Here you could see the battleship. I tried to destroy it, but as you can see, I'm just gonna run around the oil rig, just wasting my time. And yeah, this pretty much sums up the battle, because after this I lose so much HP on those gunboats that I just decided to retreat. The blue guy, why I didn't attack him, it was because he's my in-game friend, and he joined mid-game and just, yeah, he was just running around. I didn't want to destroy him. I lost one of my gunboats to a mine, and the other one is, sorry for my dog, the other one is, as you can see, just kind of useless, and I don't know what to do with him. So I just kind of run around in a circle. Sorry for my dog once again. He's gonna bark a bit. It's fine, it's cursed. continuing on, I saw that there was a steel bomber, and I just gave up. This one I played with the friend you saw a second ago. He's the yellow teammate. Here I quickly rush for naval port. Give me a minute, I need to quickly... Alright, so I'm back. Sorry for the quick interruption. My dog was barking at pretty much nothing. Anyways, here you could see that I rushed for naval port. I always do that just because I feel more confident, because my teammate is a pretty new player. So I usually let him have more eco than I do. You know, I can pretty much manage. As you can see, I pretty much just do the opening oil rigs, so to get my eco up. Yellow builds up his mainland eco. He rushes oil after he finishes his last power plant, or nuclear plant. Meanwhile, as you can see, just camping the last oil to finish it up. I wasn't. You could guess I was talking to the teammate, but there wasn't anything really important happening. Here you could see the character. I think everybody recognizes him. If you don't, I'm so happy for you. He was a new player. Well, most of the people here were new players. The other game, that you saw, yeah, most of them were already somewhat accustomed to the game, which was quite a painful process of losing to them. But here, yeah, it was a steamroll. You could see that I was pretty much able to do whatever the hell I wanted. Here I'm showing green that he doesn't have anything. He's just building random stuff. Here's my transport ship. I quickly rush down the island to get that quick eco. Even though I actually do it late, yellow builds a bit faster due to the fact that I am only building eco plants. Also, I have to, you know, build up the eco on the mainland. Continuing on, I pretty much just slowly build up. Yellow finishes up his oil rigs. There I got the mainland eco. I go to the small transport ship. Yeah, small transport ship. I just go to the transport ship to drop off my equipment and stuff, my troops. He builds the first power plant, after that, which he just rushes another one. He will have enough eco in a second to build it. Meanwhile, I'm still saving up. You can see I only have $70. I can really build the nuclear power plant. He finishes up the power plant and rushes the black and green player. Both of those they didn't understand what they were doing. Purple, in the other hand, kind of knows what he's doing, and he builds a shipyard in a pretty imaginable time for a newer player. And he, soon after the oil ship, builds a transport ship and goes to the small island. I don't think I show it. Maybe I do. Continuing on, I just run around here because I was bored, because I was just waiting for the money to appear. Here I checked I checked my skins, because I don't like my Russian destroyer, because I have every skin, German skin other than the destroyer, which annoys me quite a lot, because it's just bad luck. Anyways, here I gather my troops and I grab the island that yellow has rushed before. You could see it on the map. Here I actually checked on purple, because he was already taking the island. On the other hand, me and the yellow were just thinking about, evolving, the black player evolving, finally getting his troops next to the coast. He had a construction soldier and a light soldier, I believe, next to the coast, so we were waiting for him to make a shipyard, and soon enough when he makes one, I will appear and I will just mark it a few times, because we were extremely happy for it. Here I finished up the last echo. Oh, here you can see me just looking at the construction soldier, telling yellow that he evolved because he moved it. The firing you hear is yellow fighting purple on the island. I told purple to let yellow cook, as I like to say. Yeah, you can see that I recalled my transport ship. Here black moved a bit closer to the coast, which I noticed. But this entire clip is sped up to 250%, so that's why everything goes so fast. Here black moved his construction soldier back. I built barracks to prepare getting soldiers. Here black did something very important. He built his second power plant. You could see I'm encouraging him, and he did. It was one of his greatest accomplishments. Here I drop off my troops and sell them all, because I'm replacing them with 1 sniper, 1 medic, and 4 heavy soldiers for the basic army. Yellow is annoying purple. He will soon retreat because purple is actually gonna fight him here. He's gonna lose 1 light soldier, but he did it on purpose to get, you know, that rush of dopamine for the purple player. In the meantime, yeah, you can see he's just running around. I really didn't care. I load up my troops and send them on their way, I believe. No, I didn't. I just kind of think left them here. Or did I? No, I did. I did send them here in the middle. You can see yellow has left the island to look for better places. Black has built this port. Yellow in this moment wanted to destroy the port, but I told him to not to do the fact that if we, you know, discourage Black now, he will never build a port ever again. Here you could see that Black was struggling with the oil rig. Yellow was just kind of thinking about it, but yeah, he would move away soon later. Afterwards, I mean. Yeah, he fought. Actually, no, sorry. He destroyed the seaport. Afterwards, he would abandon it. My bad. Black would try to find him. You could see he was using random stuff. On the other hand, yeah, I just started building ships to discourage purple from doing things, because he was building destroyers. I didn't really notice for the first time, but when I started seeing, like, hearing damage from his side, I checked and it was 2 destroyers. So you can see I built like, I asked Yellow to give me $60, after which I bought a carrier, because I'm such a pro gamer. And you could see I started attacking Yellow, just, purple for that extra dopamine. You can see here I actually started engaging him. And here I just build up another battleship to get that extra damage. By the way, I will overbuild battleships here just because I wanted that navy. Here the carrier boosts the battleship, causing them to lose their HP pretty fast. Here I had to move the battleship though because it was very low HP. The transport battleship got hit, but it didn't really matter. Soon I grab what little left is of my navy, and sorry, not left, what little navy I had, and just start breaking their port. His port, I mean. Red, I believe, never fully joins in. I mean, I think 1 player joins afterwards, but he doesn't play that long. Here I destroy the port pretty quickly due to the fact that I just have overwhelming DPS. Here I land on the island to take it over. For the simple reason that I wanted to end the game. Let's be real, it was already 20 minutes, I was bored to hell. Going on, I got more battleships to get that complete naval supremacy. I rushed down the island. He tried to kill me fast, but yeah, I had heavy soldiers, he had light soldiers, it wasn't a match. So it wasn't even a contest. Here I push up. Yes, you can hear that the music has changed to something you already heard. My bad, I'm too bored in editing, so I just kind of added the same music. Anyways, Black is still pretty much struggling to understand what he's doing. Yellow is just walking around with his ships trying to do something, even though I already finished the job. He arrives pretty late and then leaves his destroyer. He's gambled for the rest of the game. You will see it. The gamble has no HP. He just left it here. I built barracks to get the repairman to fix up my navy. I wanted to fix up his gamble as well, but I never really did. And continuing on, I send my navy to a random spot. So you could see I wanted to send it to the middle, but after I thought about it, I understood that it wasn't necessary. So soon after I built some mines, because I built some mines to discourage Black from coming into our territories. I will move back to the other place, because you could see that Yellow has enough ships to really manage it. Here I think about sending my troops for a second, but I didn't. I just got the repairman and started researching. I started researching for the simple reason that I just didn't have anything to do, and I asked Yellow to not kill him, Black, I mean, and we just wanted to see what he will do. Maybe he will actually try to do some actual construction. Here I started to do naval ports in all sectors, so in this small island and the other one, for the simple reason that if need be, I can instantly build like a lot of ships in a very short time. Here I saw my construction yard, which there is still one more, which I never really sell. Sorry, I sold it on the end of the game, but I don't know why I didn't do it earlier. I would be able to place more research centers, but I just don't. Continuing on, Black here wants to go for oil again, but he doesn't actually have an oil ship. He just has a transport ship and a gunboat with no HP. He soon after retreats because yellow scares him off. Meanwhile, I continue just doing nothing pretty much. I got a hovercraft repairman to start repairing all my fleet. You could see my carrier got damaged a bit a while back, but I just forgot. Here I struggle getting the naval house base down. Also, I really recommend using the German skins for naval house just because it's almost actually impossible to see what level of shipper you have. Sorry, naval boost. And continuing on, here I just look at the random ass Frenchie, actually it is an American one, but I said the little Napoleon, you know, guy sitting next to the coast. Continuing on, I build more destroyers for some reason, even though I literally don't have to. Here I, organize my navy to look cool, and I really didn't know what to do with it, so I just wanted to make it look cool for that extra swag. You could hear some random ass noises. That's just artifacts from me speeding up the audio. Continuing on, I built some ships on next to Black just to make sure he doesn't actually go for the island. Here he builds up a navy. Here I noticed that the little pop-up screen has changed, and I really didn't expect that. Going on, navy construction, research, and me talking to him for a bit. I constantly, at this point we were just so bored. He started giving me a lot of money. He gave me around 1,000 or something. So I gave back all of his money plus some extra. I told him to build a navy. He said, "How about alright?" And yeah, here I'm just doing random stuff just because I don't have any idea what I'm doing. I researched Space Link, which I never built because why should I? Same with artillery. I also researched it but never built it. Just the fact that I destroyed them faster than I could build it. Here I actually set up my naval task force to look even better. Here he's building even more ships. I get rid of the construction here finally. In 33 minutes. Here he engages the Black Navy and actually almost loses his transport ship, which is actually filled with light soldiers. Continuing on, I decide that I shall leave that navy here. Here I decide to get the transport ship here next to it, and at this point I thought about replacing the transport ship with a carrier, and soon enough you will see that I will just replace it. Here I decide to move my navy closer. I wanted to mine that area, but I forgot that I've already used all my mines, so I just kind of sat here. He started building submarines for some reason, which they really weren't worth it. He had a surface fleet, but oh well. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting around doing pretty much nothing. Here I finish up the naval research and decide on the next one, which would be soldier campus, which I actually built a bit ago. Continuing on, I finish up researching that. I move my navy a bit. I see that it breaks, and I just decide not to fix it. Actually, I did. I moved my carrier a bit, but you will see what happens. Yeah, you can see I replaced the transport with a carrier. Then I place the carrier back, and you see it, the battleship, right? It's out of sync. Yeah, I don't fix that for a while. Here he's playing with a submarine. He will bait the enemy gunboat into a mine, he was extremely ecstatic about it. It was pretty funny. And cutting on, I finally decided to build a carrier. And as well as I look around the map and I see that he built a fort, because I already reset juggernauts, I just spammed them out. And he gets annoyed later on. Here you could see that red joined. I was interested in it because I was quite curious. Here I moved the last carrier into position and I called this a carrier fleet. Here I bring up the last ships I had just because I wanted that fleet to be extremely big. Here I build even more stuff, which doesn't make sense. Here I drop off the troops for a second, after which I sell all the heavy soldiers to replace them with juggernauts. Not long after that, I decided that that was actually a bad idea. I told Yellow to sell those troops. I bring the carrier back just to grab whoever was left. After which I built my own fort to then build juggernauts on that small island, because that was my real base of operations. Meanwhile, Black loses another hollow ship. I just think about it, and yeah, I don't care. Here I sell the barracks to get more building cap. Here I move the carrier, after which I move it again because I think about it and I don't want the actual like fleet to break apart, so I move. Here I also fix the battleship afterwards. Well, here I first fix the battleship, then I move the carrier, after which I move the carrier again. Yes, I do it. Yeah, I thought that this carrier had the troops, so I suddenly loaded them up. And I checked it, it was empty. Then I went back with the carrier, placed it back, and moved the other one with actual troops. Here, Black is actually building up his navy and stuff. We are pretty excited about it. In the meantime, Red and Purple were trying to attack the little gunboat Yellow left. They were not really succeeding that much, but they would soon do it. Here Black left because he was exhausted. I'm guessing. It was the 32nd mark, so I don't blame him. Continuing on. Yeah, I'm just dragging this on. We have like 10 minutes more to go. Here Purple actually kills the gunboat, which is pretty sad, but I don't care. Actually, they actually don't yet, yeah. Also, I don't know what Purple did with troops, because after I checked it, I just looked around and I couldn't find those troops. I think he just sold them, all of them, which is kind of funny. Here, just run around the map, looking for things to do. I've, at this point, decided to invade Red and Purple, just because it will be easier. I have troops already next to them, and you can see the people are beginning to leave. Green left. I checked my options, because Yellow was saying that he had some bug, so like, you know, things bugging out. Here I build up an air force, and yeah, this was the point where I actually started winning the game. Yes, it took me around 35 minutes to just actually decide to play the game. Here I finish up the last planes. There's 3 more to go, after which yeah, you can, oh, wait. Alright, continue on. Yeah, the dog was acting up again. Here I ran around preparing more forces to start attacking. After I get the 11th plane, I send an entire invasion force into Red and Purple to finish them off. They were the only real players, so I decided that we had enough. Yeah, it's gonna take a hot second for the plane to, sorry, for the campus to research and then for me to build a plane. Not gonna lie, this part was the most tedious because it just took so much time. I'm hoping this video isn't boring, so yeah. Here I sell some ships for Yellow because he was struggling to build his hovercrafts, which I don't blame. Fair enough, he spammed a lot of ships that didn't matter. Here I finally launched the invasion. I saw that he had so much anti-air, so I just decided to send my actual army. Here I send the entire navy to go deal with Red. I destroyed him pretty quickly. You can kind of see just what he had, and you know, I have a navy against what, like a few heavy soldiers, anti-air as well. Like it didn't matter. Here I send the army. I put it into the Humvee. It also had a general, so it was pretty much impossible to stop. And yeah, it didn't take me that much to destroy all his troops in a matter of seconds. Here, the Air Force, I finally sent it in because he didn't have anything here to actually stop me with, so I just reduced steamroll for the base. You don't really get bunkers and some random ass barracks everywhere. Not really anything strong. Continuing on. Actually, stop. Continuing on. Here I AFK for a bit because I had to quickly go to the toilet. After I have returned, I continue on the attacks. I send my entire Air Force plus army. I've noticed that I didn't lose any troops, which that's why I was checking, because I was counting if I lost any, even though on the top of the screen I can see if I lost any or if I didn't. Here I was getting more tanks and stuff ready. Even moved the entire navy. Here moved the troops, Air Force, and moved it out of the way because he had so much anti-air, I just didn't want to lose them. Here I had to make sure the general doesn't get hit. Here the Humvee is constantly getting damaged. Here he almost killed the Humvee, which I would be pretty mad about. He got a tank out, but yeah, I moved my air, and the only thing I had to move out of the way were the weak units like medics and stuff. I killed the CC pretty fast, so what was left was just pure nothingness. I lost around 2 juggernauts and 1 plane, which I replaced pretty quickly. Here I bought the juggernauts, loaded up the troops, and got the planes. I thought about putting the planes into carrier, but I just wouldn't have enough space for anything else. Here, Yellow also was doing a pretty good job, wiped out in their base by himself. Here I load up the tanks, get all the navy and troops, and yeah, this is the ending part, where we win. Here I load up the last juggernauts that were left. The planes you could see are destroying what's left of the economy of, sorry, with the last buildings, right? Here I moved up the carrier to drop off the tanks to start the attack. Move up the planes because Yellow was saying that the anti-air was too strong for me, and then I just literally wiped it out. Here I got a skim box, and soon after that I rank up to 92. Here I move up the carrier with the juggernauts and other troops, and yeah, I won before the carrier really got there. Here's the 11-2 ranking up. I'm gonna lie, the game was pretty fun. The only thing I would change was I would actually try to play against players. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed.